Let's face it, we've all heard this phrase before, and it's often used as a joke to poke fun at those who may not be putting in as much effort as they should be. But when we really think about it, this question is actually quite important. We live in a society that glorifies hustle culture and working long hours. But is this really sustainable? Are we really being productive when we're working 12 hours a day, or are we just really burning ourselves out? On the other hand, some people may be guilty of not putting in enough effort at their jobs or in their personal lives. Maybe they're easily distracted or just don't have the motivation to get things done. So which one are you? Are you working hard or hardly working? Hello and welcome to Motivation Matters. Here in this channel, we talk about personal finance, self-improvement, motivation, and anything you need to find success in life. If this is something you're into, consider hitting the subscribe button. And now let's go back to the video. Well, first of all, let's take a step back and think about what working hard really means. To some, it may mean putting in long hours and sacrificing personal time for work. To others, it may mean being productive and efficient during a shorter work day. It is important to define what working hard means to you personally and find a healthy balance. On the other hand, hardly working may have a negative connotation, but it is important to recognize that taking breaks and practicing self-care is just as important as working hard. In fact, studies have shown that taking regular breaks can actually improve productivity and creativity. So, how do we find that balance between hard work and self-care? It starts with setting realistic goals and priorities. What are the most important tasks that need to be done? What can wait till later? By setting clear priorities, we can focus our energy on what truly matters. Next, it is important to establish healthy work habits. This means taking breaks when needed, setting boundaries around work hours, and finding ways to manage stress. Everyone's work habits will look different, but the key is to find what works for you and stick to it. Another important aspect of finding that balance is finding work that you're truly passionate about. When you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work, and you'll naturally put in more effort and be more productive. If you are feeling unfulfilled in your current job, it may be time to explore other options or find ways to incorporate your passions into work. It is also important to recognize that finding balance is an ongoing process. Our priorities and needs may change over time, and it's important to be flexible and adaptable. It's okay to make adjustments and try new things until you find what works for you. Now that we've set a healthy boundary between our personal lives and work, it's time we talk about productivity, most specifically, how to increase your productivity. Make a list of your priorities and write them down. Then make another list of the things that can be done at some point during the day or week. Write each task on a separate piece of paper and put it in order of importance. This is a great way to prioritize your tasks and stay organized. By writing everything down and putting it in order of importance, you will be able to focus on what's truly important and avoid getting sidetracked by less important tasks. It's also a good idea to break down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable ones, so you don't get any overwhelmed. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your accomplishments along the way. If you have more than one priority, use different colored pens to mark the first priority and second priority on each piece. This will help you keep track of what's important and what isn't, and help you prioritize your time better. Using different colored pens to mark the first and second priority on each piece of paper is actually a great way to visually prioritize your tasks. For example, you might use red for high priority tasks that need to be completed immediately, yellow for medium priority tasks that can be done later, and green for low priority tasks that can be done whenever there's time. By color coding your tasks, you will be able to see what's important and what can wait until later. This can help you manage your time more effectively and avoid getting overwhelmed by a long to-do list. Spend 15 minutes writing everything you have to do today or over the next few days. Then ask yourself what needs to be done but isn't so important that it needs immediate attention right now. If possible, give yourself permission to put off this task until tomorrow or some other time in the near future when there are no pressing deadlines or interruptions on your calendar that will prevent you from getting things done today. This strategy is a great way to manage your time more effectively and prioritize your tasks. By spending 15 minutes to write down everything you need to do over the next few days, you will be able to get a clear picture of what needs to be done and when. Once you have your list, take a moment to evaluate each task and determine which ones are most important and urgent. After identifying the most pressing tasks, ask yourself if there are any tasks that can wait until tomorrow or another day when you have more time to tackle them without interruptions or pressing deadlines. By giving yourself permission to put off non-urgent tasks, you will be able to focus on the most important tasks at hand, thereby increasing your productivity and managing your time more efficiently. It is important to note that this strategy doesn't mean procrastinating or avoiding tasks altogether. Instead, it's a way to prioritize your tasks and manage your time more effectively by avoiding distractions and focusing on what truly matters. Remember, it's okay to say no or delay a task if it's not the right time for it. By doing this, you will be able to work smarter, not harder, and achieve your goals more efficiently. To avoid procrastination, set reminders for tasks that must be completed before or after others. This way, you ensure that each task has a deadline, which can help you avoid wasting time. By breaking down tasks into smaller, more manageable ones, you also make them less overwhelming and easier to complete. Remember that discipline and persistence are key to improving productivity, so make sure to establish healthy work habits and prioritize your tasks based on their importance. To further improve productivity, it is important to avoid multitasking and focus on one task at a time. Studies have shown that multitasking can actually decrease productivity and increase stress levels. Instead, try to tackle one task at a time and give it your full attention before moving on to the next. Another way to increase productivity is to eliminate distractions. This could mean turning off your phone notifications, closing unnecessary tabs on your computer, or finding a quieter workspace. By minimizing distractions, you will be able to focus better and get more done in less time. Finally, don't forget to take care of yourself outside of work. This means getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, and taking breaks throughout the day to recharge. By prioritizing self-care, you'll be able to perform better at work and avoid burning out in the long run. Remember that it takes discipline and persistence in order for any goal or project to be accomplished successfully. This is especially true when it comes to increasing productivity levels. The best way I've found for improving productivity is by consistently doing things over again until they become a habit. So the next time someone asks you if you're working hard or hardly working, remember that it's not a black and white answer. It's all about finding that balance between hard work and self-care, priorities, and establishing healthy work habits. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.